What's up, everybody? TeamCrossChaos here with the teammate Avery, going to show off his Tachikaze deck. So let's get into it.
Alright, Tachikaze, dinosaurs, starter, dragon egg. You ride it, move it to a rear guard, and if it gets retired, counterblast 1, put it back in your hand. It is 10,000 shield, 10,000 more shield than anyone else has, so you're a cool kid. And trigger lineup, we got 4 oddly arranged crit triggers. What I like about this crit trigger is you can throw it behind anything, and if the attack hits, you soul charge 1 and shuffle this back into the deck for more crit and fun. Next we have 4 stand triggers because they only have 1 set of each trigger. These are not bad with the current deck, but crits are cooler, they're funner, they end games more. And 4 draws. We do not have the promo. I really want the promo because it has a soul charge plus 3k effect. But until then, we have this cool cat. And 4 heal triggers, like a standard deck. And 2 extra grade zeros, 2 shield ons. They do absolutely nothing, but they're an extra 10k shield in the deck. For the grade 1 lineup, we have 4 the 8k vanilla Sonic Noah, pretty standard. You always run 4 of those. I have 4 Archbirds, the 4 perfect guards for the deck. Everyone knows what they do. I have 2 of these guys. I absolutely hate them, but they have no other grade 1s to use. I'm not even going to go into his effect because it sucks. And we have 4 Skype Terra. This guy does pretty much what Dragon Egg does. You gets retired, you counterblast 1, you put it back in your hand. Except he's 6k, so he boosts for a whole extra stage. Grade 2s, we have 3 Blytops. Blytops, 9k. When it's retired, you search your deck. Counterblast 1, search your deck for 1 shield on, the extra grade 0. So it's pretty much if it gets attacked in the rear guard circle, or if you have some other retiring effect, you just lose this and get 10k extra shield for pretty much free. We got 4 10k vanillas, they're pretty standard. I have 3 Cannon Fire Dragon Cannon Gear. He is kind of like the Brutal Jack. He's 11k grade 2. When you call him, you must retire a rear guard. If you ride him and he is your only card, like you have no rear guards, you don't retire anything. If you call him to the rear guard and he's the only rear guard, you retire him, which sucks. So you always want to have another rear guard. He works great with Dragon Egg since it always moves, so you always have a target for him. And 11k base is really good, hits 11k Vanguards unboosted, and they really have a hard time hitting it in the rear guard or Vanguard circle. On to grade 3s, we have standard 4 Tyrant Deathrex. He is like the modern day Limit Breakers when he attacks plus 5k, except he does that all the time. He does not need Limit Break because he's just a BAMF. But when his attack hits, you must retire any rear guard. That is why we have things like Dragon Egg, Cannon Gear, not Cannon Gear,
Blytops,
Skype Terra. Retire Skype Terra, put it back in your hand, rinse and repeat the next turn. Retire Blytops, get free 10,000 shield for guarding. And we have 3 Dino Cats. They really have, right now, almost no other grade 3 options. There is Gigarex, but contrary to what anyone else might tell you, Gigarex absolutely sucks. It has a conditional plus 1k boost, which will never do anything for you unless you have like a 4,000 booster behind it, which means you're losing and you're bad anyway. And this guy, he has the conditional superior ride. You show him in your hand. If you have a grade 2, retire 2 Tachikazes and ride him. It's kind of advantage eating, but if you have 2 counterblasts open and you have something like, well, you always have Dragon Egg out, and if you have like a Skype Terra or the Blytops, You can break even. Blytop gives you the 10k shield. Sky Terra or Dragon Egg go back. And he has no other effect. He's just a 10k vanilla. But one reason I really like him is that if you ever misride, like you get stuck on grade 1 for a while and you hit grade 2, you will have racked up a lot of damage. So you can just ride your grade 2, whip this guy out, get on grade 3, and just keep on trucking, and then ride Death Rex eventually later and just rape him.
Alright, what card would you say in your deck that gives you the most trouble?
Most trouble? Sometimes it's Cannon Gear, because you always have to pay his cost. It's pretty heavy on counterblast, especially you call him and you're riding Death Rex. If Death Rex hits, you're counterblasting almost every time. Another trouble card, Blytops and Shieldon combo, not necessarily bad, but if I drive check or draw or damage check a Shieldon, the Blytops become kind of dead, but they're good like Perfect Guard or just normal shielding fodder.
Okay.
I really hate Savage Warrior. He's like Gigarex, but he's a booster, so he goes from 6k to 7k, which does absolutely nothing unless you like adding. And he's like, they just don't have any other good grade 1s.
Okay.
I might try out Spark Source, the discard one when he's retired, to call another copy from the deck, but I'd need to make more room for 3 or 4 copies of him. This guy's here for room purposes until set 8 comes out.
So, what you are waiting for, freaking, what is it, Dark Rex?
Oh
from set
god,
8?
Dark Rex. I love Dark Rex.
What will you take out for Dark Rex?
Dark Rex, I am dropping the 3 Dino Chaoses for... I'm still going to run the 4 Death Rex. I think I'm running 3 Dark Rex too, and I'll actually be dropping the 2 Shieldons come set 8, so I have my grade ratios back in order. Shieldon and Blytops just get, there's better options in set 8. So I'll be able to run 8 grade 2, or 8 grade 3s. That's my ideal. I'd run the 1 Savage War Chief, the plus 2000 when it's boosted unit. Drop the Blytops for the Wing Dragon Slash Terra. It's a 9k grade 2, but when it's retired during your battle phase, it gives plus 3000 to a unit. So when you do Jailbreak with Dark Rex, you retire that and give him plus 3000 so he can hit those 11k Vanguards, even 13k Cross Rides.
Alright.
And I'm going to get rid of this. I hate this so much. I'm going to replace it with the grade 1 version of Slash Terra, Wing Dragon Blast Terra. Does the exact same thing. 7k grade 1 booster. 7Ks are cool. 6Ks aren't.
Alright guys, that was Avery's amazing Tachikaze deck.
TeamCrossChaos.
TeamCrossChaos. We'll catch you guys another time. Alright, peace out.